to do Sonic, Lilo and Stitch, even JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, they could do a perfectly good. Like, they were able to do a Ben 10 movie.
Bro. Which was trash.
Not one of those 3 Ben 10 live action movies was a good movie. Not one.
I'm sorry, what?
Not even the adult one was good. I'm sorry. I watched all of those.
Slander. This brings me back to the Cars 2 rant. We're not going to go into that because I will cuss you out tonight if we go back to that.
I will not fight on this Cars 2 bullshit, Emmanuel.
No, I'm not doing with you. I'm not dealing with you today. I'm not dealing with you today on that nonsense because I already know.
Well, I'll tell you this. It's a great movie. There's a lot of nonsense in there. I love that movie. All my heart. I'm not saying it's great.
A big thing about it, that really made me mad that night, y'all put Toy Story 2 over Toy Story 3. That alone shocked me.
Toy Story 3 is better than Toy Story 2.
Exactly!
Is that what we said?
Yeah, that's what y'all said. And I was literally trying to argue.
No, you were mad because we didn't put Toy Story over Toy Story 2. We said Toy Story 2 is better than Toy Story 1. You said Toy Story 1 is better. I was that night, Emmanuel.
No.
Because you said Toy Story 2 wasn't as good as Toy Story 1. That's what you said.
No. I legit remember me arguing
about
me find
the tier list.
Toy Story 2 over Toy Story 3. And everybody was looking at me like I was stupid.
Toy Story 3 is the best Toy Story.
Exactly!
But you said Toy Story 1 was better than Toy Story 2, which it is not.
Which it is, though.
It is not better than 2.
Bro, the jokes hit so good in 1, bro. They're better than 2.
And they hit very well in 2 as well. I haven't watched Star Wars when I was a child. I didn't watch it. And I got that You Are My Father joke that Zod made to fake Buzz. Okay? I was dying laughing when he did that. Toy Story 2 is better than Toy Story 1. It gets better.
But the iconic jokes that they make in 1 transcend the abilities of 2. When they were in 1, they were sassier. They were more on point. It was more fluid. It was more liquid. It was better.
Because the conflict was about a new toy coming in. The conflict of 2 is different than the conflict of 1, which we have to now navigate in this world we are not familiar with, Emmanuel. How it works. That's how evolutions and continuations and
so let me ask you a question. So let me ask you a question. Let's not beat around the bush anymore. Let's just sit down and have a real talk. Mm-hmm. Gun to your head. Trapped in a facility forever. The only movie you can watch for the rest of your life is either Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 2. Which one are you choosing?
2.
2. Is that a fucking question? What are you talking about? I'm not gonna watch Buzz and Woody's not being friends for most of a movie.
Facts.
But they sit down and watch worse animation. They got better in 2 with the animation, got better in 2 with the story, they got better in 2 with how the character dynamics work now. That they like each other and can cooperate with each other. And that whole thing with now we went to a toy store and what are the implications of that? Let's introduce these new characters. Let's just introduce this new conflict with a Buzz that's like Buzz from the first movie. Not even hidden prospector, sir.
Y'all make me sick.
I was just kind of sad when Buzz found out he was a toy in the first one. I was legitimately sad when Jessie gave me her backstory, okay?
All I'm saying is that I, on the other hand, would choose 1. 1 because you get to see the relationship and the friendship that was built between Woody and Buzz in the movie. The jokes hit better. The voice acting was more liquid.
The entire movie of 1 is Buzz and Woody becoming friends. I don't need to see that again. I'd love to see how they progress after they're friends, and then get separated, and then Buzz goes on a whole mission to go save his best friend.
You really see the perfect progression until you get to 3. You know that. It's all 2 was.
Megan, what did Buzz say to Woody when Woody said he wasn't coming back?
All 2 was just getting Bullseye and Jessie into the mix. That's all 2 was, bro. It was just to add more characters.
But were those characters the greatest?
They weren't the greatest.
They were the greatest, especially when it comes to Jesse.
The movie wouldn't even have been so good if it didn't have the prospector crashing out. If it was
so you're
just
saying
about...
the villain of the movie, Emmanuel? That's the villain of the movie.
All I'm saying is that for a movie like this, man, it was really just to introduce some new characters into play, just like how 4 was. But 3 was an adventure, and 1 was the start of the great friendship.
3 was the ending of that franchise, good sir. What 4 was a soulless cash grab.
Oh, 100%. 100%. 4 was
ain't gonna
garbage.
sit on 4. Separate Woody and Buzz? That's crazy. You wanted me to respect that? Get that movie out of here.
It was disgusting. 3 should have been the end of it. Now they're doing a 5th one. I don't even know what the 5th one's going to be about. There's no point in that.
That's number 5. I'm tired.
They actually just released concept art for the 5th one where a bunch of the toys are looking at an iPad. And the iPad, like, technology is supposed to be the villain point of the story because it's, you know, taking over.
Bro, oh my gosh.
What story did this before?
Bro, why?
No. This is Wreck-It Ralph. This is Ralph Breaks the Internet.
This is literally, that's literally Wreck-It Ralph.
That's Ralph Breaks the Internet. That's the plot of Ralph Breaks the Internet. Kids aren't playing these video games here. They're going on the internet.
Honestly, if the games from the arcade just moved over to the internet, they could have just hopped on, like, their internet versions of their games and just played it throughout.
Funny?
It lived forever.
That whole idea, it disrupts the entire point of the first movie. Don't go turbo.
Well, I mean...
Isn't that interesting? The first movie, his whole thing is, here's the villain. Why is he the villain? Because he went turbo. Don't go turbo. It's a bad idea. It'll doom the other people here. And then the second movie is the main character is doing the thing the villain of the first movie did.
Well, yeah, but that kind of helps him see the parallelism between him and that, and then he just gets better.
I ain't seen no goddamn parallelism, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Do
you remember that movie?
I think I do. Doesn't like Ralph do something bad, and then he has to fix
Ralph
it? And
is jealous the entire movie because
I know.
Moving on from him.
Yes,
that's the whole movie. He gets popular. Penelope just fucks off and does whatever she wants, and he sees her having fun with other people other than him, and he gets jealous and ruins stuff for her.
And well, that's what I'm saying. Like he sees the error of his ways. He sees because then he tries to make it better.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. She left her literal game at the arcade. All those people in there, which is what the villain of the first movie did.
True.
She did exactly what he did.
But now you're seeing that, like, you kind of get why he did it, though, to like really go and experience.
He did it because he was jealous.
He was abusing power.
Game.
Well,
he literally said, "Saw another game, racing game, better than him," and he tried to go in it, and then everyone thought he died when he did that.
I know,
and I took over a different one.
That's
not for good intentions, sir.
I know it wasn't for good intentions. What I'm saying is that to your point, where you said like you kind of movie 2 breaks the whole don't go turbo that 1 has. What I'm referring to is that you kind of then see kind of reasons why people should go turbo. She kind of realizes who she wants to be. She wants to experience more different types of racing, and she went turbo, and it was fine.
That is a selfish reason to get the rest of your people killed, Emmanuel.
Her people didn't die.
Almost.
What happened in the beginning of Wreck-It Ralph? When Wreck-It Ralph goes turbo initially, what happens? What does the gamekeeper, store owner do?
But then they found a way to.
No, what does he do? What does he do?
I know what he does.
He shuts down that game because he said if it doesn't get fixed in this time, and put that character back in this game, it's over.
What's a movie you think is terrible? Let's go there, because there's probably something that. You are the dumbest human being alive! What do you mean? Chicken Little's a terrible movie.
Fucking terrible movie.
Bro, Chick-fil-A? Oh, God. Oh, I mean, not Chick-fil-A. Chicken Little is literally an amazing movie. What are you even talking about?
What was so great about it?
Dude, it is one of the funniest Disney movies that was ever made, bro. Oh my goodness.
Theme Disney was ever made.
Bro, it was one of the most creative. All the jokes hit, bro. Dude.
What is the plot of Chicken Little? Let's start with that real quick.
Let me tell you something.
I know the plot, Emmanuel. So go ahead, just say the plot.
No. I want you to say it first. I want you to say it first.
Chicken Little is that Chicken Little is basically this wimp that everybody hates because he's such and stuff. It starts off with him playing baseball and failing, then his dad being disapproving of him, and then him getting hit by a thing that fell out the sky, piece of the sky that fell out, and he's like, the sky's fine. No one believes him for a bit. And then he goes on, and he's by like fucking luck or whatever bullshit, he gets good at baseball, and then now his dad's proud of him because he succeeded. Right? None of that bullshit where he was like, I can't believe you're my son, all that bullshit before. And then it turns into this fucking alien movie where these fucking aliens come out because the whole fucking sky is falling fucking plot. That doesn't fucking make the whole fucking father love me fucking plot. Fuck is that bullshit?
Good sir. Watch your mouth while you're talking about Chicken Little. Okay, first things first. You didn't even watch the season. You didn't even really watch the movie. You didn't really get the subtle nuances. Oh my goodness, Chicken Little.
I watched that movie.
No, let me speak. Watch it. It's my time.
I was like, I'm tired of watching this movie.
Yo.
I'm gonna look at how ugly this movie looks.
I don't care. It's my time. My time. Let me talk about my Chicken Little. I gave you your time to speak. Let me speak. And shut up. Shut up! Listen, this is Chicken Little in the eyes of somebody with a brain. All right? Chicken Little not only gives perfect references to the little boy who cried wolf, it is also this grand spanking idea of a young boy who legit is the first to realize that the sky is falling. When everybody writes him off as this character, this character that can't do good, this character that is just a poor imitation, a poor creation from his all-star baseball dad. But he is the one that really... Yes, we're talking about Chicken Little.
Oh, I love Chicken Little.
Exactly! Oh my goodness, see? No, listen. And then afterwards, he is the only one that literally knows the truth. His friends try to understand him, but they're trying, but they're not really. It's really about like that kind of loneliness, but also you have such a greater purpose afterwards, bro. That man literally, the whole entire town ends up seeing the truth. They're all fighting aliens. This is crazy thing. Then afterwards, he gets the alien kid, shows it to the parents, and it's this whole afterwards. This crazy just knowledge of don't judge a book by its cover along with it, because then bada boom, the aliens are like, all right, cool. You have saved low-key, like, we got our son back. Like, we are so sorry for what we did. Here's even the people we captured. We went back to everything. Everything's cool, man. And the Chicken Little is the hero of the day. The jokes were hilarious. Bro, I've never heard jokes so fluid in a long time by some kids movie. That was hilarious all the way through. We don't have that anymore. Everything was perfect.
Right there, let me stop
and the
you.
soundtrack, that track was lit. That track was on some heat. It was made by a person who knows some beat.
Is an underdog story, first and foremost. And I love underdog stories, right?
Oh, you love them? How you disrespect the number one?
Very much. I didn't like Chicken Little because the underdogness of Chicken Little was to such a degree that I was like, I don't care. I don't care that he's an underdog. I can see it. Everyone bullies him. Nobody likes him because he's not as good, as his father and all that. And his father didn't love him, basically. Well, his father loved him, but he didn't show it in any meaningful way that Chicken Little, that I'm being loved in such a way until Chicken Little achieved something. So it felt more like you're not getting loved until you achieve. I was like, cool, that's a terrible moral and lesson to be learned. And then, when it comes to the plot, I like
you
the plot.
See the world in such a dark manner, and it makes me cry for you.
The whole plot with the aliens felt so disjointed from the whole get loved from your loved ones thing. Because he already succeeded in the baseball game before the aliens came down and started doing stuff.